Manchester United defeated Manchester City in the previous season's cup final to earn a spot in the English Super Cup, where they faced Pep Guardiola's team once again. United took the lead with a goal from Gancho, but City equalized in the dying minutes and eventually won in a tense penalty shootout. During the shootout, United had a brief advantage when Beraldo Silva missed, but City ultimately won 7-6. The defeat left coach Ten Hag deeply disappointed. The Dutch strategist remarked, "This result is really hard to accept as MU played well but lost. It pains me, but we must endure this feeling. We need to carry this spirit into our Premier League match against Manchester City for the 2024-2025 season. We tried to match City, created good opportunities, and put significant pressure on their goal. Therefore, I see a lot of positives for Manchester United." Jevons missed a penalty for Manchester United, but they could have won earlier if Sancho had not missed a chance. Despite this, Ten Hag expressed his faith in Sancho after the match. "I have no doubts about him. Sancho is a very good penalty taker. He missed today, but that's part of the game. I believe he will continue to take penalties successfully in the future." Rashford also had a poor performance in the match, failing to score, but Ten Hag defended him. Rashford's movement was good in this game. "I am pleased that Rashford was often in good positions. He will score if he continues to move like that. I believe Rashford has the experience to resolve these issues, and once he starts scoring, other attacks will follow." Pep Guardiola praised Manchester United despite their loss. "It's good for Man City to start a new season with a trophy. We are pleased with what we have achieved, but it should be noted that Manchester City lost possession frequently in this match. MU is one of the best teams in transitioning, but we still won. I don't think Man City is focused on winning the Premier League at all costs. Instead, the team is aiming for that." Guardiola also praised young players Marai and Oscar Bob. "Mark Achi and Oscar Bob are up to standard to be with us at Manchester City. I have known them for a long time, and they are ready here. We trust them, and these players will certainly have the opportunity to prove themselves." Former Manchester United legend Roy Keane, who commented on the game as an analyst, shared his thoughts on his old club in an ITV analysis. "Manchester United's squad is quite strong, but they face many obstacles. If they keep most of their players fit, I am optimistic about the start of the season. If you are Erik ten Hag, you will be encouraged by this. Ultimately, they are not yet strong enough and need more mental toughness to avoid conceding late goals." However, Richard Martin criticized Sancho and Rashford's performances. "These two players will continue to be very disappointing next season. If Manchester United hopes this is the season to redeem Sancho and Rashford, they will be disappointed from the start." On the other hand, Manchester City did not show their full potential at Wembley in this Super Cup match, but they still fought hard and secured the win. The Guardian asserts that Man United showed progress and is not as blameworthy as many think. City did not seem too thrilled when the final whistle blew. United is not too devastated after losing the last 3 Super Cups. City understands this game has little weight for their upcoming plans. Only one of the 13 previous Super Cup winners has won the league title. If Manchester City manages to do so this season, they will be the 9th team to win both the Super Cup and the Premier League in the same season. Manchester United remains far from Manchester City, but has shown some encouraging signs after a very tough first half hour. Their coordination, such as the continuous passing between Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, and Mason Mount, was excellent. If Diallo had finished decisively with his right foot, they might have taken the lead in the first half. Even from 6 yards out, he chose a tight-angle finish. A central forward might have anticipated the pass, but if Mason Mount was startled by the pass, he would also struggle to compete. Jaho believes that Ten Hag has started to address the midfield gaps. Admittedly, City does not have the most elite players, but Manchester United's performance was encouraging. The Red Devils were proactive, created the best opportunities in the game, and came very close to winning. Gancho's goal in the 82nd minute is worth noting, as none of Manchester United's new signings played in this match. Therefore, Ten Hag's team has shown significant improvement compared to the previous season's ineffective squad, providing a solid foundation. A major reason for Manchester United's good performance is that Erik ten Hag has addressed the biggest issue from last season. Whenever attacking, United's players moved forward, all pushed up, and when losing possession, they left too much space in midfield, putting defenders in jeopardy. Despite Ten Hag's comments last year about the number of shots United conceded in each game, they were often overwhelmed, let alone playing on par with supposedly weaker teams. Ten Hag understands that he cannot protect his position if the team plays as they did throughout last season. MU has shown promising signs in pre-season, and the match against Manchester City highlighted that their chaotic playing style is a thing of the past. United conceded only once from 8 shots by Manchester City. Statman Dave compared this to their lowest number of shots conceded throughout last season. Apart from a League Cup match with Crystal Palace, Casemiro performed impressively after a long period of decline. The Brazilian's defensive discipline is what Manchester United needs. This is also why Ten Hag is looking for a defensive midfielder. Not only Casemiro but also Minu performed well, while Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes ensured United was not overrun in midfield. Ten Hag's team has narrowed the gap between the lines with speed and fluidity in their play. This made it difficult for Manchester City to execute through passes. Even City's goal came from a cross rather than central attacks. Pre-season and this final have provided a large enough sample to conclude that midfield weakness is a thing of the past. The Red Devils have shown a fresher, more promising face. As Manchester United has not frequently played against Manchester City in recent years, it feels like they should have one. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's story video. Thank you all for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Sports Pulse and hit the bell icon to receive the earliest videos when they are uploaded.